It's time for Spyderco.
Thank you, Michael K.
But just a little Spyderco.
That's a lot of Spyderco.
Actually, everything we have to show you today is fairly small Spyderco knives, but they're all kind of cool.
Bench made. Definitely
Not bench made.
Yeah, I got to cut you.
But it is time for Guys Talk Knives. Welcome to Guys Talk Knives. We're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, where we're just going to make this big scooch and knock Jason right out of frame.
What, just because I messed with your OCD?
You do need to go
Like a whole whisker from my beard just go right on my tongue.
Come here. You're not close enough. Oh, there we go. It's a big family.
We are talking Spyderco knives today. We've done a Spyderco episode before.
Yes.
And people loved it. People love Spyderco.
Well, why wouldn't
Spyderco's
they?
amazing. It's the
Let's
best.
just leave it at that.
Yes, we're done.
No, Spyderco is a great
Bye,
brand
guys.
with lots of different options, but all like sort of in the same family. You wouldn't mistake a Spyderco knife, right?
No, and I was going to say it's almost like a ZT or a Benchmade. When you see one, you can go 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, you go, oh, that's a Spyderco.
Can I tell you the funniest question we got the other day? I'm not going to name any names or anything else, but I think Jared actually got this question. It's like, when are they going to stop putting that hole in the blade?
On the 12th of never. Yes.
Never.
Yes.
It is a trademark thing for Spyderco.
Yep.
It is
Yeah,
literally their
it's the-
trademark round hole.
It's the Spidey hole.
It is
the
the
Spidey hole.
nickname the Spidey hole. The trademark
Emphasis
love
on
is
nicknamed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, the trademark is marked round. I wonder how you trademark that.
It has to have something to do with the actual size and shape of the hole. It has to, right?
I don't know. I mean, a trademark
Or
is
do they
not
trademark it
Okay,
as
so a trademark is not a patent.
No, that's true. So it wouldn't even be a device for opening.
It would be the name round hole and the idea of the shape, and it's the shape of the hole being round.
Well, I mean, you could
Right,
ask the
so
same
you could
question. I mean, Zippo trademarked the flick,
Right.
the sound. Do you know
Sure.
that?
The clink of the Zippo.
The actual
you know, the
Zippo
clink.
opener. It's an actual trademark sound, which I don't know
Can
how
you
you
trademark
enforce.
sound?
They did. I don't know how you enforce that. That sounds like ours.
I'm sorry, your ladder needs to go. It can't go clink.
It's the Zippa chunk.
Zippa chunk. I always love getting those products that have the slightly off name. It cracks me up every the Zippa chunk.
We did that one day, and we've got a special guest here in the audience today.
Oh, we
Can
do.
we talk about him?
We can. He can't talk back, but
So anytime that anybody on the show hears me say that something's Jared approved because it has a lanyard hole, Jared's in the room. And we played this game one day in the office where we found off-brand superheroes online and posted them in Basecamp, and it was amazing.
hilarious.
The superheroes the action figures weren't really quite right. Or the packaging
Just
wasn't
look it up,
quite
Google
right.
it yourself. You're going to find some really fun
they're
stuff.
fantastic.
We do have Jared over here.
That's Jared.
Jared. Jason here.
Yes.
Jared there. He is training as backup
Yes,
to
he is.
Melina.
And he's actually behind Melina.
He literally
so that works
is.
out good.
Literally is right there. You know, we should probably jump into these and talk about them.
Yeah, dude,
I mean, we only
down.
got
You
5,
know
so we
me.
could go on for another 20 minutes. And
Spyderco is one. No, I can do 20 minutes on each of these knives. By
I know
myself.
you could. I know you could.
Spyderco is one of
Bet
my
you
favorites.
We
could.
shall watch. Begin.
Do you really want that?
No, I don't
didn't
want
think
that.
you
Not at
did.
all. Let's jump into the Meerkat.
Yes. So, a phrase you never hear yourself say in polite company.
That's right. Jump into the Meerkat. I like this thing, though it's funky. It has a phantom lock. Let me see if I can remember how to do
Is
it.
it funky?
It
You
is
missed my
funky.
Meerkat imitation.
Do the Meerkat. This is the Meerkat.
Timon.
Jason, for the people in podcast land, hit the specs and we'll do this one right
So
here.
this is the Meerkat Sprint Run. It's a $95.
Do Meerkats sprint?
If they're being chased? Yeah.
I
this
think
is
that's a full-on run.
Well, it could be. Meerkats are
It
small.
is a
They
sprint
have-
run,
they have
isn't it?
They have no offensive nature.
Check out this little baby blade.
This is a 3-layer laminated blade.
Okay, what does that mean?
So, in other words, the pieces of steel have all been placed together.
Right.
So to make this piece of steel, you have 3 different layers
Okay.
of steel that have been compressed. Gives it a lot more durability, a lot more of the oomph you want in the steel that's in the blade by laminating.
Right, so you're sandwiching steel usually, putting something that is more corrosion resistant at the top, more edge friendly out towards the edge.
Exactly.
I don't see 3 layers.
Cold Steel calls their process
See the
standby.
lines? So this line, this is like it's folded over top. See this line that goes right here? Mm-hmm. This line is folded over top, and there's steel on the inside of that, and it's to the edge. So the steel from that, and then it's basically ground down. I'm gonna hold it back down
I
here.
am just being combative.
Well, I'm gonna
It's
stab
the
you with a
same
meerkat.
principle you had with
Might
with
like it.
folded steels back in medieval times and before that with
Sure.
Japanese swords. It adds to the durability and the strength and the edge
Right.
retention. So in this is a V Toku 2 tool steel core flanked by SUS 410 stainless. So again, like Andy was talking about, you have that stainless corrosion resistance on the outside, and then you have that Toku 2 on the inside that gives you that great edge retention.
Look at that back spring locking back on that thing.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's a 2-inch drop point blade with a satin finish.
Uh-huh.
It of course has the round hole opener, the phantom lock built into a blue FRN handle, ambidextrous wire tip down pocket clip,
Mm-hmm.
and I go back and forth on the wire pocket clips. I really kind of like this one because on such a small knife, I think it works.
Yeah, it's going to be deep carry too, so you're going to completely
It's
not
gonna
see this in
disappear,
your
yeah.
pocket. Yeah.
3 1/4 inches closed, almost 5.5 inches overall. It weighs 2.3 ounces, made in Japan, and just a cool little funky knife.
So I'm going to demonstrate this because, as you can see, there's no lock opening mechanism on the back at all. There's no liner on the inside. This thing has a phantom lock, and you actually slide that forward and move the blade.
Yeah.
So you're actually sliding the handle piece to do that. So here it is open again. If you slide the handle forward, see how it's moving down? If it moves down, it's unlocked. It's kind of awesome.
And from what I've seen online, people talk about it because I haven't carried one of these.
Mm-hmm.
After you get used to it,
Yeah.
it's very, very, well, that may be true. It's very, very user friendly, and you get where you can actually use that phantom lock one-handed. Just like that.
It's kind of made to where all these little pressure points here help you find that spot to hold on to it and move this thing.
I'm
Let's see
telling
I can
you,
do that
if I
again.
was trying to do that one-handed, he would.
Woohoo!
Gotta be
Done
careful.
that.
Gotta be careful.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Yep.
Probably my eyes like people freeze frame this like he made a face of a meerkat.
John, make a
you
note.
go.
We need that for the outtakes end of the year.
Okay.
Oh, don't you do
Yeah,
that.
don't.
I
Don't
told
do
you,
it.
if I try, he freaks out.
I guarantee that I'm not going to try it.
Push up
Alright.
on it's this
The
one.
other side.
Yeah, there you go. You done did it right there. Real good. Can you do it? There you go. Sorry. You like tried it 3 times.
Like any good
Which one?
Spyderco, it's easy to open. It feels great in your hand. The way that they have designed the handle on this one for such a small knife, you've even got a place for your pinky to sit.
Oh yeah, and then that front edge there has a nice place for that your
thumb and
index
it's just-
finger. Yeah.
It's really
It's
really
nice.
I like
95
it.
bucks on that thing.
Yeah.
It is a sprint run from Spyderco, so don't expect to see a whole bunch of these things hanging out anywhere.
And because of that sandwiched steel, because of that 3-layer construction, that's the reason for your price hike on it.
Yep.
But that's a great little knife.
It is
I
nice.
Love it.
That's the Meerkat.
The Meerkat.
The Meerkat.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You think we can make that one turn in a circle if we hit the table too? Don't make him around here and kill all of us with it, but I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be a part of this.
No. won't do it. She suggests it.
I suggested
She's the
it.
person that's like,
I'm not part of this.
I said, do
She's
you
like-
think we could? You're the ones that wanted to
She's
do
like-
it. I said, do you think?
do you think
No.
if you held this gasoline can and I threw a match at it, it would explode?
Actually,
I don't know. Let's try it.
It
Want to
won't.
watch the other night?
It won't.
Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Gas fight at the beginning.
Oh,
So
God. What's next on our list?
Is the Efficient.
The Efficient.
That might be my second favorite on the table.
And I think this thing
I feel like he's
really,
gonna say about every
really,
one of
really,
them.
I might.
it really,
No, it's my
really,
second favorite.
He's gonna punch both of us.
We're having a conversation.
apparently, it literally lives up to its name just based on how efficient the
yes,
handle is
exactly.
and everything else on this. Let's come down here with it. Oh,
So it's a 2.5 inch, 8 CR13 MOV drop point blade. Has a black coating, round hole opener, black G10 handle with a liner lock, lanyard hole. It's Jared approved. Ambidextrous pocket clip, 4.5 inches closed, 7 inches overall, a little over 4 ounces in weight.
and
That
this-
is maybe as straightforward as Spyderco's ever made a knife.
agree, and the handle, the way it's shaped, feels really, really good in your
Yes.
hand.
Yeah.
I can't show you. There you go.
It is a full-size, beefy EDC.
It is not a full-size EDC. I would say it's a medium to... It's a
so?
medium size. It's a decent size.
You know why I say that, though? It's because of the blade. That blade is really, really thick.
And that's the thing with the Spydercos, right? So these Spydercos, you're talking about always. I think we should come up with new names for the shapes of the blades for Spyderco
I
because
don't
they are
disagree. I
not
think so, too.
they are not normal drop points, right? That is not a normal drop
Spy
point.
versus spy.
It is, and that's a really wide blade when most are not that wide.
Did you see the look I got?
I don't know what that means.
Spy versus Spy was originated in Mad Magazine back in the day, and that looks like the head of one of the Spy versus Spy birds.
The killer on this is what
I'll show you later. I'll Google it.
Yeah, we'll Google it. We'll take you back to olden times when there was a thing called Mad Magazine.
Magazines.
Yes, exactly. Magazines.
I don't know about
They had these paper things. They had pictures in them and whatnot.
No, but you're right though. Spyderco, almost all of their knives have that bird-shaped
Yes.
avian head.
Yes, it looks like a bird skull. You can't do it?
I can. You know what I learned about magazines though?
What?
I happened to be on the YouTube rabbit hole and found out that like women in jail will take magazines and put deodorant over the color, and then it'll take the color off and they'll use it as makeup.
Wow.
I was
saw
like,
that.
that's
Yes.
actually kind of cool. Don't want to try it, obviously.
No, it's
but I'm
kinda
just saying
genius,
it
though.
was kind of cool.
Wow.
No,
So
that's
if I go
just
to jail, I know how to put makeup on.
So
still. We can still do the
basically, your
splash
makeup
boards.
helps your face not sweat.
That too.
Yes.
Doesn't my face sweat? I don't
Not
think
right
so.
now.
I can tell you, my face most definitely sweats,
Yes.
along with my whole head.
Sure.
I don't think mine does. I've not had that
No
issue.
face sweat?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll put you on a treadmill and we'll find out.
I mean, you can put me on a treadmill. Go to 8 Mile.
It's a mark on a mission.
I think you have to turn it up past half.
Back
The
to
price
the
point on
Efficient.
this, though, the price point on this, in
$50.
$50. It is going to be, I think,
It's
the
great.
lowest price on the table.
It
50
is,
bucks.
and that's my second favorite on the table.
Yeah.
That being the first.
Yeah.
But that's just, I
Spider-
like everything about it.
Spyderco Efficient.
I like that one.
Well, we're going
I
to
do like
get
that one,
to
too.
it.
Hey,
It's
I'm
kinda
just saying.
But no, that is a great knife.
You're kind of pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's talk on about this one. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen in a while.
I
don't know
dig
if
it.
that will actually. Oh, it does
yeah, it does.
work.
Yeah.
It's got a little finger hole
So
right there.
this is the Spyderco Introvert
Yes.
on a very extroverted knife.
It really is.
That
It really is. It is the biggest knife we've brought into this episode. Let me clean this off.
Yeah, those are all
Brought to you
all of
by
those are
SMKW.
thanks to me. The thumbprints and fingerprints on that one because I was playing with it before the show started.
Look at that.
I completely love
It looks
every.
like a shark. Look, it's got
Oh,
an
yeah.
eyeball and everything.
I love every.
It's got a little
inch of
round
that
dorsal
knife.
fin.
It does.
A little. I'm sorry. That's a pectoral fin.
So
right?
this was designed by Chris Knudsen. Spyderco Introvert is the world's first flipper opening lockback.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's got the lockback. Ping. If we flip it, we can flip it here.
Yep.
You can also just use the round hole, which is kind of nice, which is very easy to use.
Oh heck yeah.
So you've got one piece that is this whole
Yeah.
lumaflachi here, and
The blade is everything else on the knife.
it really
Dumaflachi.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard Dumaflachi. Like
Well,
I've heard a lot of crazy stuff.
Dumaflachi.
It's a who's it or a what's it.
I know
a
those.
thingamajig. It's really nice. We're coming
Sounds like
down
something
here.
you take
Jason,
down
hit
to
all
a
the specs on
hootenanny.
this thing.
2.75 inch VG10 drop point blade with a satin finish. Of course, has the flipper or a round hole opener. As Andy was talking about, black G10 handles with a lockback. That great solid lockback that all Spyderco lockbacks have. They don't close by accident. 4.75 inches closed, 7 inches overall. A little bit under 4 ounces, made in Japan. And that is my favorite knife on the table.
You know what I wish about this thing is that you could get your finger through that hole with it closed. Because my goodness, you'd have a non-lethal.
You'd have
mover.
a controller.
You would.
Yeah.
You'd have a controller right there on it. I keep looking for.
I'm
We are
gonna call
so
this one
trained for
Jaws.
liner locks and frame locks that I never remember a lockback.
You know,
is
but
there.
it doesn't bother me on a Spyderco because
No.
that's what I look for in a Spyderco every time. So
Yeah.
the ones that don't have it, I'm going, I don't know how to work it.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Somebody help me with my Spyderco.
I
This one's
love
name is Jaws. Look how cute it is. It's
is.
totally like a little shark.
It's great.
It's like a pregnant little shark.
You've
You're
got
a
this.
pregnant shark.
You've got this great, this great finger hole in the front to control the knife with.
Mm-hmm.
Your hand, it is designed to sit in your hand.
Man, that is a
Exactly
mean
where it's
Amazon
supposed to
box
be.
cutter right there.
That's exactly right.
It really is. You could take one out.
Yeah, I love it.
It's very different. What's the price point on that one, Jason?
He
200
enjoys
bucks.
it.
$200.
$200.
Yeah.
From
Very
a custom
different.
knife designer and
Very innovative.
Spyderco.
Made in Japan.
Made in Japan.
Yeah. So.
Just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Love that knife.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those you pull out to like angrily cut open the Amazon box when there are like new people around. You want to assert dominance.
This is one you pull out. It's a pocket dump winner
Oh, for sure. Everybody's gonna look at it. that
because
is for
everybody
sure.
goes, oh, okay, well that's neat.
That's
we
neat.
haven't
Can I
seen
hold
that.
it?
Yeah.
Can I touch it? Did you
I mean,
flip
that has
open?
that's the same effect as whipping out a ZT or anything else.
That's right.
People look at it and go, "Oh, well, that's
That's
and
interesting.
different."
Yeah,
Yeah,
see that?
I love it.
No, it's
great.
It's a very cool little knife.
Yeah.
So far, we've looked at the Meerkat, we've looked at the
Efficient.
and we've looked at the Introvert. All of these are available at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, where there are 25,000 other things you can look at.
Or
Every-
more.
Or
it seems
more.
like.
It just keeps going. It keeps going.
I
keeps going.
swear, I can't. If I get on the website, I need to set aside 2 hours of my day.
And the thing is, we need to hit some of the highlights of people who have just tuned in for the first time while we're watching this kind of thing. We need to hit the highlights of what is available there. There are flash sales that run every day at 9 a.m.
Exactly.
Every single day. Great stuff. We've had Benchmades on for a while.
Yes, we have.
And they're blowing people's mind like, I can
Yeah.
get that for $75? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Right now, get this Benchmade Griptilian for $75.
And you never
Ridiculous.
know what's going to be in that flash sale.
Right, it could be anything.
Setup.
It could be
could,
anything.
Yeah, it all of a sudden, some. Okay, all of a sudden, Sean decided to pick some custom piece
Oh, yeah.
that we have one of,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, no, that's half price today."
Yeah.
and
That's
we all
gonna
have to
go.
go check him for a temperature.
So you throw that Benchmade in there at $75. You throw a couple more Rough Riders in there, which
Sure.
are fantastic knives, and you get what when you top $99, Swags?
You get free priority mail shipping.
That is
Look
absolutely
Look at him.
right.
He like mouthed it to me, so he thought I wasn't gonna remember. I
I'm
remember
sorry.
that. I
Free
didn't say
priority
it
mail shipping is what
70
you're going to get
times.
for any order of $99 or more. We have a massive selection of automatics online right now.
Yes, we
So
do.
if you can get an automatic in your state, come on and look at the automatics that
and
are
more
out
being
there.
added every day.
I swear, I've said it before, but I've never seen a company that is just so willing to just give stuff away and just really just like, there's sales, there's giveaways all the time. We do so much stuff for the customers. I mean, this is,
Sign up for the
kinda crazy.
newsletter,
Like,
for the
come on.
email newsletter. You're going to see specials several times a week.
yeah.
Well, and the nice thing is we believe in keeping in contact.
yeah, that's
yeah.
another
You know,
thing.
we don't spam. Everybody signs up. You have a chance to opt into it. It's nothing we're forcing you to do to join
Right.
anything. It's actually separate from signing up and having a login on the website.
Right.
So the two aren't connected. But it's, we like to stay in contact, both on social media, which our social media is now at 103,000, almost 103,000.
Close to it.
103,000 followers in the SMKW Army. We're
Yeah, if
we're
you
out
count
there
all of
on
them together, easily
Yeah.
over 150,000 or more.
Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook are the places that we hang out.
That's right.
And stuff.
And Instagram, sorry, that
Uh-huh.
we've cultivated a huge following, and it's a fun place to hang out with really good
Yeah.
people that enjoy sharp, pointy things.
Yeah, and if you're looking for that, if you want to look and find out the easiest way to get to all those things, just go to smkw.com/smkwarmy,
Exactly.
and you'll see links to everything, even her daily swags reports.
What's up, guys?
They are out there.
This is
So
fun.
let's jump back into this. We've got two more to get through, and probably the one that Swags
point out
has been
something
frothing.
first?
Yes.
Do you realize that all three of these first knives have a different way that the pocket clip is attached?
Yeah. Well, they're a little different. Yeah.
No, they're all completely different. That one just has screws. This one actually slides into the handle, and then that one doesn't slide in the same way on the handle. It's
No,
a U-shaped
right.
wire.
Intriguing.
Sorry, I just don't notice that. It's
She's
very
like,
interesting.
intriguing. Please shut up so we can talk
Exactly.
about the cricket. Oh, it's pretty. Stick it over there.
Cricket.
Stick it over
Love
there.
the cricket.
Love the cricket.
Oh, this one's like a little shark too. Oh, baby shark, daddy shark. Here we go. Boom, hey. do, 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 do. I'm not gonna do it. Malia's gonna come over here and kill me
So
with all of them.
Spyderco may have started the small EDC craze back in the day.
It's so cute.
Because they had the Dragonfly, they had a small version of the Harpy.
Yeah.
All
They had the
those
bug
were-
and that stuff, right?
Yeah, they all had these nice small. They put out this whole line of nice small EDCs. This one, again, a little bit on the smaller side for an EDC, but such a good looking knife. This is the Cricket. It's an $80 Spyderco, stainless steel, designed by Chris Reeve. Thin, lightweight folder, made for everyday situations. Good to just to stick it in your pocket. That's not going to weight you down.
Right.
A 1.9-inch VG10 modified hawkbill.
That's a funky looking blade.
A highly modified hawkbill. With a
Does
satin
look like
finish.
looks like the Partridge Family bird.
Yes, it
I
does.
know.
Again, the birds.
It's so cute.
Integrated liner lock on that handle, which it's integrated to the point that it's almost part of the frame itself. Tip down pocket clip, lanyard hole, Jared approved. 2.75 inches closed, 4.75 inches overall. Weighs less than 2 ounces. Made in Japan. Again, this is a gorgeous, small, everyday carry.
It's so cute. I just can't get
That's
over
great.
it.
To me, that is a perfect Spyderco gentleman's carry.
Yes.
It's a perfect like poker. You go up to somebody.
Why
and
is it
you're
always
like,
stabbing and poking with
no,
you?
I'm not stabbing.
poking?
No, like if someone gets on your nerves and you take just the tip and you're like,
Just the tip. Just the tip. It's
a whole
just
different
poke
game,
them with
isn't
just the tip.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll draw a little blood, but just
No,
sure,
just
you know,
a tiny bit.
It's not really a stab.
See,
it's just a.
what I like
tap.
about it.
it's a tap and it's aggravating. You're like, why would you do that? Well, you should have moved.
You have multiple edges, like you do on the prequel. You have multiple edges on this for cutting.
Sure.
So opening boxes, whatever, that is a great, small, multitasking knife.
It's nice.
If it had a bottle opener built into it, it'd be perfect.
Show it to them. Don't show it to you. She
It's
stabs it.
And the nice thing is, again, this one, because this is Spyderco, doesn't matter the size,
Grab that hole. Flip
right
it
in
open.
there, ready to use. It just is, it's just perfect. I mean, if you're gonna get down there and open a box, you're just done.
Can I use your paper?
No.
Why?
Here. Don't cut the part that I actually have to read.
Here. Let's let-
There we go. He does the same thing. All of a sudden, he's just slicing apart bits and pieces of paper.
Oh,
you're
don't do it
gonna
on
cut
top of the table.
I won't. Calm yourself. Oh, hi. Hello. Hey,
telling
how
you.
you doing? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another mustache.
Oh my god.
Spyderco. What do you expect?
It's actually a very cool blade. Boy, if
Yeah.
you want to get in there and sharpen it, it's going to be a little tougher than your other knives. Just saying. Glad
I
it comes
can
sharp
tell
right out
you
of the
what
box.
I'm going to
because-
do. I'm
That's
going
right.
to take it downstairs to sharpening, and they're going to do it for me.
I like that this is a frame lock. Did you notice that? I mean,
And
just
see, they call it integrated liner lock, but I would call it a frame
I
lock
call
too.
it frame lock too because it is built right into
It
the handle.
definitely
It's
is.
right here.
Yeah.
I love how knife companies just decide they want to call things things. You know, it's like
fine.
meh.
It's not a blade anymore.
It's not a blade anymore. It is a cutting device.
I can dig that.
It's a cutting device.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
It's so super light.
Yeah, I like
What was the
it too.
price point on this thing?
$80.
$80. That's not bad
Yeah.
at all.
$80 for VG10
VG10.
weighs less than 2 ounces. It's just it's great.
Better just start making up words for the letters in steel.
Now it's-
Virtual goodness 10, right here.
Vandium grommet.
Oh my lord.
You were-
You're gonna be in timeout in a minute, okay?
I don't stand timeout. You can't make me.
Oh my goodness, did that stay on my head?
It did, yes.
Oh, take away your mustache.
No,
That's the
but
last
that-
time we give you paper to play
You took
with.
my mustache last time.
I did.
True. That cricket is fantastic.
Cricket.
It is.
Yeah.
Spyderco Cricket. We got one more to do.
Yeah, I could have helped you, but I'm not
How's
going
it feel?
It does feel good. Do it again.
So this is a Lil Native.
You know, we featured in a Swags report recently the Native Chief.
Yes.
And so if you take the Native 5, the Little Native, and put the Native Chief, you've got small, medium, and large.
Yes, you do.
And this is a great little knife right here.
And all three of them resemble each other. They have that same family trait. And this one, though, is it's impeccably good.
Do you hear Jared over there just like coughing? Like, are you just bored with us over there?
Yes, he's like, I wish you would all shut up.
It's like, I've been holding this cough for 3 days. Could y'all stop talking about Spydercos? I gotta cough it out.
You know what? Did I give you the wrong one?
No,
No, it's right.
Native.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm
we
about to
skipped
say-
that one because we were out of stock on it. I
All
just
right.
didn't want to show something
No,
we couldn't sell.
That's wonderful. I was like, oh man, I think
We
I
should
just
tell
screwed
him
up.
those things before we start the show too, right?
We should, but I enjoy watching him trip up. Did
I do
I
too.
lose one?
No,
Where'd
no,
it go?
I'd just
Jason,
been like,
did you steal it?
nope. I'd have been like, nope, screwed up. No, if it was with this one, we'd be gone.
Hit the highlights on this one while we're down here.
So the Lil Native is a mid-back lock from Spyderco.
Mm-hmm.
Really, they've kind of refined their ergonomics on that Native 5 to make it a lot easier in the hand. They scaled it down to make it even handier, more compact. It's a 2.5-inch CPM S30V drop points. You've got really, really good steel in this knife. Round hole opener, of course, a mid-back lock, G10 handle, tip up or tip down pocket clip.
Tip up, tip down, omnidirectional.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
Oh,
Up,
it is.
down,
So,
left, right.
Carry this the way you want to carry this.
You put it anywhere you want to.
Almost.
3.47-inch closed, 5.9, almost 6 inches overall, weighs in a little bit over 2 ounces, made in the USA, and that Native is it's a solid small EDC.
I like the
medium-sized
choil here
EDC.
lets you get right up on it.
Yeah.
Or you can hold it back here.
Yep.
Either way is all good. I like this better than a Native 5.
I do too. The
This
size
one to me, the
and
size is right for what I'm going to do with it, which
the
is
size and
cut
the
open
change.
packages.
Sure, the size and the change in the handle that they've done on this to me makes this maybe the best of that Native series.
Boo, do it again.
There
There you go.
And now you. This one's the one that's. Oh, yes! She's been practicing!
Get on my level.
You can say this about Swag. She does go home and practice these things.
Yes, she does.
She's like, I'm not doing that on the air again. I look like a crazy person.
Oh my god. Poor Dylan. Every time I go to open up that Artisan, and because I've been doing what he does and like
Yeah.
flicking it open, he's like, "Will you stop doing that?"
It's frightening.
It is
Just
frightening,
saying.
especially he's like close. He's like,
like-
sitting closer than I am. I'm just like, and he's like, "You're gonna take out my eye."
Going, you can't go play with your friends anymore.
There's nothing wrong with an eye patch.
Says, "Go outside. This is ridiculous."
No, that's just such a.
I love the
good-
girth of the thickness of the blade. It
Yeah.
just feels good. That is a great pocket knife. It just really
No,
is.
it really is.
I like the fact that it's unlike. So to me, you look. You've got the. Who won this? The Meerkat. So hold that blade
I
up,
forgot
Jason.
about the Meerkat. Timon is
Flip it around.
upset.
Flip it around.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just going to do it both the same way.
Yeah.
It's like you took this blade and stretched it out.
Sure,
It's much sharper.
Really
and
long.
pointed.
but you
I
can
really,
always
really like
spot that Spyderco.
that. Right.
You put it in the
Did you
taffy
happen to
stretcher.
notice the stamp on this side of this? Hold that up where I can read it.
We'll put it down here. See if we can see.
Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth.
Nice. Just in case.
Just in case you weren't
Just in
sure.
case you weren't sure. From the Earth.
Yeah,
That's when it goes into space.
I like
Got your-
everything about that, even the humor on the blade.
Wouldn't that be cool if you get like a moon rock knife? That'd be
What was the price point on the Lil Native?
127,
127.
but you've got S30V still in that.
Made in
So-
USA.
Made in USA, so
Yeah.
I get it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I love it, man.
So it's the time of the show when we go, which one is your favorite?
It's not even a choice for me.
1, 2,
Just
3,
stretching.
go.
I'm just taking the whole thing.
I actually like this Little Native best. I think this would go great in my pocket. And you are? What is that one?
And the cricket.
She's a cricket.
Introvert.
Introvert.
All
That
day
is so
long.
not true.
Just in general.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert. No!
This is like one side of a mustache.
Wow, you're all about the
that.
mustache today. And the only one at the table
I'll
who doesn't
never
have a
have one.
mustache.
That is just a wickedly cool knife.
It is a wickedly cool knife. To me, it's too much for my pocket. For me.
That's the one thing I have not done with this yet, is I don't know how it's going to actually sit in my pocket, because the way it's got a lot of girth up here at the top. It's
That's
got
right.
a lot of
Just ready
thickness
to
and
bra. No?
yeah, get right on that. I love it.
Guys, if you're looking for these Spyderco or some actual big size Spyderco, just go on smkw.com and hit the brand section.
Yeah.
Spyderco is one of the main featured brands, so hit that and you'll have them all right there.
You know,
And then
the-
you'll have a bunch of filter choices that you can use on the site as well.
The last time we did a Spyderco, we had somebody, we was alive, and somebody asked the question, what Spyderco should I start with?
Uh-huh.
If you're looking for one, if you've never had a Spyderco and you want to give it a shot, start there.
Yeah, start with the Efficient.
Start with the Efficient. It was what?
50 bucks.
$50. So it's not going to break the bank. You get all of the beautifulness
Yep.
of a Spyderco
Right.
for not a whole lot of money.
Right.
Another way to break into the line that we haven't talked about, we'll throw the link in there, I'm sure, is you have the whole bird series from Spyderco.
Sure.
Which is a more cost efficient, price point conscious.
Yeah, and it's a little bit. It's
Brand.
their more budget friendly brand.
Yeah.
From Spyderco.
BYRD.
It'd be
we
the
have them on
equivalent of
site too.
Civivi to Wii.
Exactly.
It is Bird to Spyderco, and those are on the site as well.
Yeah. So you've got some good choices in that again, it gives you the same look and feel at a different price point. That's more budget friendly, and they're all fantastic as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thanks for watching the show today. I want to say this: if you're on Facebook watching, leave us a comment and tell us which knife you liked. Just do that. Make sure you're liking this video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing this video. Tell all your friends about the channel. We put out these shows twice a week. We're going to, hopefully by the time this airs, we'll be doing some lives on YouTube. Yes. Cross fingers that worked out and it's happening and all of that.
Unless John's pulled his hair out.
Make sure you're part of the SMKW Army just all the way across the board. Make sure you're buying from smkw.com, the world's largest knife store. That's Jason. That is Swags. I'm Andy, and this has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives. Woohoo!